What up, boys? Let's talk about being dangerously confident with women. Basically, what I want for you is to be a savage, one of those guys that women just, they crave and want to get all over. My bona fides here, your boy has a lot of experience with the opposite sex. So in today's video, I want to break down how to become one of those guys where when they walk in the room, women take notice. And of course, when I start shooting, they turn the lawnmower on as loud as possible. So in this video, I want to cover how to be one of those guys. How to be one of those guys where you walk in the room and women are like, who be that man? All right, so we're gonna bring it today. All right, so I want to talk about how to actually build this. So basically, you want to be, I've said it in other videos, but basically the guy where other guys want to be him and women want to, right? Okay, so let's talk about how to actually build it, okay? So the first thing is you need to tie your identity to being a guy that steps up, okay? And this is like a self-reinforcing loop. The only way that you actually become that confident type of guy is by consistently moving into discomfort, consistently moving into the shit that puts pressure on you, right? And the only way to really do that is to tie your identity to it, okay? So it goes something like this, and get this in your brain, which is, I'm the man because of the fact that I step up. I'm the man because of the fact that I make myself vulnerable. I'm the man because I move towards the things that scare me. Basically, what you want to do is you want to tie your identity to the right action, which is leaning in and being that guy that like steps up and puts himself under social pressure. That's what makes a guy a fucking savage, right? So like, you basically want to tie your identity to continually like stepping up and putting your balls on the line. There's just no way. Like, you're not going to become dangerously confident and one of those motherfuckers unless you're stepping up consistently. So the first part of this is tying your identity to stepping up. I'm the man because I step up. I'm the man because I make myself vulnerable, because I lean in, because I move towards the discomfort. So the first part of like developing yourself as a man like that, which has a tremendous amount of payoffs. There are so many bennies to being a guy like that. And it's not just that like women find you attractive and want to do stuff with you, but like you feel like a winner in your own body. Like you feel good. You feel like one of the guys that runs it. And like you basically, it's awesome, okay? Like, yes, you get a lot of women, which is great. And then you can also attract a really awesome one, which is also great. And you get all the hot by being one of those guys. In addition to that, you feel good in your own body, okay? So the first part is identity. Tying your identity to the fact that you step up, to the fact that you're like, yo, I move towards the discomfort. I'm the man because I make myself vulnerable. I'm the man because I lean into discomfort. I'm the man because I step up. It's so important to tie your identity to it so that you're building and like moving towards and like taking the right action, and you're reinforcing that loop, which like builds up your like grounded masculine energy, which I promise you women really like. All right. Second part to becoming a dangerously confident guy, the type of guy where you walk in a room and women take notice, is you have to celebrate each action, okay? Like in this, it's dialing up your winner effect. It's making you feel like a winner. So let me walk you through what most guys do. They go up to a woman, it doesn't work. They're like, oh, it didn't work, dude. Like they go up to another one like, oh, this never works. That's some loser ass mentality that won't actually help you build. So the second part of becoming very, very confident, tying your identity to stepping up, the second part is you have to celebrate every single action the world's like results lag. You can't really wait on that. So basically, anytime you step up, you're like, dude, the fact that I stepped up is the win. The fact that like I took the action is the win. The fact that I leaned in and did it is the win. You can't actually rely on like having a good result to be the actual win, okay? So the second part of this is like every single time that you step up, celebrating it, okay? Like you can't do this loser ass chump shit, which every other fucking guy does, where he basically is like, oh, it didn't work. It's like, shut the fuck up. Every single time you step and you put yourself out there, you go, dude, the fact that I stepped up is the win. Like the fact that I took the action and I leaned in is what makes me the man. It is the win. This comes from my mentor, Owen Cook, but 1,000 out of 10, dude. Like the fact that you took the action is the win. And like literally treating yourself like a freaking 5-year-old where you're like, good job, buddy. Like, I'm proud of you. Like, really good job. This is such a big part, okay? Like, this is actually spinning up your winner effect. Your winner effect is basically you feel like a winner. And you can't wait on external results to feel like a winner. They take too long, okay? So a winner mentality is like, hey, the fact that I took the action is the win. The fact that I stepped up is the win. Like literally reinforcing that in your mind and being like 1,000 out of 10, like, way to go, baby. Like the fact that you move towards it, and it does not matter the actual outcome. The actual result does not matter. It's the fact that you did it. It's the fact that you took the action, okay? So that is the second part of becoming very confident as a man, tying your identity to the fact that you step up and you take action, you know, that you lean into vulnerability. And the second part is like celebrating the fact that you took the action, being like, yo, that's awesome. The fact that I did it. Third part to being dangerously confident. So we need to get your central nervous system used to social pressure. This is gonna come with the territory, which means basically if you are going to step up and step in, getting used to social pressure, getting your nervous system used to it, and being able to kind of like be carefree and loose and joking around while you're under pressure. And this is a huge thing, okay? So let me just give you an example of this, which is, okay, imagine you're talking to your niece. Like, let's say you have a niece and you're like joking around and like talking with your niece. Very easy to do. You're like, yeah, that's no problem. Or imagine you're hanging out with like really close friends and you're like cracking jokes and you're super loose and you're carefree and you're like expressing your personality and you got range and tone and all that other stuff, okay? Now imagine doing that with a girl that you're like, you think she's like so attractive that you're like tight and you're like, ugh, okay? And that's what I mean by social pressure, which is like, you're able to express, like you're able to do it with your friends, you're able to do it with like, you know, your bratty niece, but then very, very attractive girl and you like tighten up, okay? So the third part of becoming a dangerously confident man that like women feel when he walks in the room is getting your system used to the pressure and being able to kind of like joke and be carefree while under that pressure. And you can see it with your friends where you're like, yo, with your friends, you're able to like crack jokes and whatever. But then when it comes to like one that you actually really want to talk to, you like tighten up and you clam up. Now, the good news is step 1 and step 2 basically ensure that you're going to continue to lean in to that social pressure, and you're going to like continue to kind of like have a forward tilt to what you're doing and getting yourself more and more comfortable. But the important part is like getting you oriented towards the actual goal, which is being able to be loose, carefree, joking while under social pressure. While like you see someone that you really want to talk to, or it's like a group of people and you're like, daddy's going in, right? Like we're stepping up, we're making it happen. and we're staying loose, baby. Like, we're staying loose under pressure. The best way to do this is joke around with your friend and then try to bring that like vibe in, like, because it's like a felt sense where like you tap into it, you like joke around with your friends, you're laughing, and then you try to bring that in. Like, you try to kind of keep that feeling and bring it in, and keep that feeling and bring it in. Now, I'm not gonna bullshit you. In the beginning, you're gonna be pretty tight, you're gonna be pretty nervous. It's just what it is, baby doll. But eventually, your system will get used to the social pressure. And you know, even what I do here, when I do these walk and talks, and I'm like loud and expressing fully and like locked in, it's like, this is another version of it, right? Like being able to express, use range, be funny, while under social pressure. And when I do these walk and talks, it kind of like mimics the same thing. So that is the third part of being one of those guys that the lady folk love. Now, below this video, I put my email. Shoot me an email. Just email me, dude. I'm curious what you're working on, where you're at in your journey, what's going on at your end. Shoot me an email. Love to talk to you about it. Drop a comment on, you know, what you think. Would love to hear from you guys, like what you guys are working on and like where you're at in your journey. All right? All right. Love you guys. Todd out. But as always, I shall return.